is going on YouTube? This is Tyler with False Neutral Media and co-host Trevor. We are going to get into the madness, the mayhem of Tampa. And there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
In a short period of time.
Tiny period of time.
Tiny.
A little period of time.
Well, let's get into the 250s because holy crap. Fortner sick.
Yeah, looked it.
Sick and who, oh my gosh. Pierce Brown looked amazing until he went down.
All of the Monster Yamaha guys looked incredible. They were on rails. But dude, RJ Hampshire looking good, right? Looking good in his heat races, you know, on rails. But I gotta say, dude, Fortner, brother looked like he was in the Divine Comedy of Dante's Inferno. He was battling through the layers of hell every race. When he was picking his bike up, you could feel the fever that he had. Yeah. You could feel it. It would have killed tough day for Triumph. If Triumph's race day was applied to a Victorian child, it would have killed it immediately. So seeing that, I was looking forward to seeing Fortner. And then we got Cameron McAdoo, who said, PC curse be damned. I'll ride with a torn ACL.
ACL? What's that? We'll get that fixed later down the road. I'm racing.
ACL, the only ACL I know is accomplishing championship level racing. And level racing is hyphenated. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Championship level racing with a torn ACL and looking good doing it.
Oh, what an absolute dog to go out there and do that. Like, I can't even imagine the pain with all that, especially with that track. That track was gnarly. Absolutely gnarly.
That track, when I saw it, when I was watching practice and I was watching the races and stuff, I was like, the West Coast boys should be thanking whatever God they follow.
Yeah.
Because this East Coast track was so fucking brutal for 90% of racers.
Oh my God.
Like, even watching the best of the best, just struggling.
Yeah.
And then seeing unexpected results happen.
Unexpected.
As somebody who's used to going to the Bay Area dates where it's mostly a mudder every year.
Right.
The wild card, right? They said, no wild card. We'll just make this track a saw death machine.
Oh,
also,
absolutely.
The flaggers, we're going to give them flags and they're never going to use them.
Seriously, like, here, you're going to be a flagger. You could, just stay right near the wall where everyone's crashing, not even flag or anything. And then the blue flags, everybody wants to talk about where's the blue flag? There were no blue flags. No. You watch it closely, there's no flaggers anywhere.
Yeah. I think if you're a racer that was done dirty by flag holders, you should go hands in the pit. You should be able to legally go hands in the pit.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't live in a Mad Max universe, so that won't happen.
No.
But I will say in the 250 class, the Yamaha Star Racing boys,
bro,
were ripping. Pierce Brown looked good. And that's where we get to talk about it, right? Going into the main.
Oh, man.
Everyone's frazzled. Everyone's going for it. But first, before we even get to the main, we need to talk about this red flag shit.
Oh, my God. And within 2 minutes.
I've got opinions. I've got opinions when you've got Pierce Brown with an 8-second fucking lead.
8 seconds.
8-second lead. Just to get stood up in the second corner after the stagger start.
Are you kidding me? Like, what?
Unreal with 2 minutes to go. And I get what people say. Trevor, that's like 3 laps. Okay, stagger start. Anybody that's like within contention to get in, you're allowed on the track. Anybody under the 2 positions before they cut off the qualified,
get them off.
You're off the track.
Get
Congrats.
off the track.
Here, congrats. You're all going to the LCQ. We're doing the stagger start with the top like 10,
Yeah.
right? 10 to 11. Go.
Yeah.
Go right now. But stagger with what you had before.
Oh.
Pierce Brown gets 8 seconds. To stand him up after an 8-second lead because somebody else crashed and got hurt, I'm sorry. If people are like, well, fair is fair. It's not fair to have an 8-second lead and get stood up by somebody that was not even on your level already.
Gone. Absolutely gone. And I mean, for especially the heats too, like he just looked amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nate Thrasher, Max Volan looked awesome. Daxton Bennett. Dude, they all look great. And then for the main to happen for Pierce Brown in the whoop section, and let's get into that. We didn't even get to see it because we're over there fucking with our thumbs up our ass watching RJ and a fucking tough block.
No.
For
Dude,
5 minutes.
Thank God we got to see RJ struggle on that tough block.
Let's promote Triumph's fucking tough block for 5 minutes and fucking over Hampshire.
Right.
What a promotion.
I think it's just a very interesting, like, hey, these are race analysts, not tough block analysts, right? You've got Ricky and James in there going, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Tough blocks, they just suck in and you stick to them like Velcro. And it's like, we know what happened to Pierce Brown. And people are like, he's down. We better cut back to RJ to see how he's doing. Also, if I see another battle for 20th.
Why are we watching 20 place battles? 20th
and here's the
battles.
Thing. Respect all the privateers that go out there. But brother, if you're not in the championship run, I'm sorry. I'm paying
out of the way.
I'm paying to watch. And I don't want to watch this. I can't wait for the LCQ to get that. I want to watch these guys go after it. That's what the LCQ's for. If I wanted to watch the battle for 11th.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Caveat. I don't care if it's Eli Tomac in 12th. Unless he's battling up and passing everybody in a beast mode.
Yep.
Let him live.
Yeah.
But show me Roxon and Webb.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
No, yeah.
250s.
Stay in the 250s because even I wanted to watch more of the first and second and third, like just a top 5. Let us watch the top 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in a main. If it's a heat or LCQ, that's fine. Whatever. But I mean, even in heat, actually, no, I take that back. Not in heat, but in a main event.
Yeah.
And I mean, Max Ansi, he rode amazing. And it sucks like that a lot happened for Pierce Brown. He was honestly, even him, winning that final round coming into this round, a lot of people were just saying like, oh, he's not going to bring it. He just, he won that. That's it. That's going to be his highlight. No, he literally came out and proved it. Max Ansing was out there to prove it. I mean, Cameron McAdoo with the torn ACL too. Again, he was out there proving it. Tom Biel, I thought he would do, a lot better. And then Chase Hymas kind of surprised me a little more. Yeah. Chance, not Chase. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. So, just cooked him there.
I'll just be honest though, like watching it and stuff, I wasn't watching Hymas and going, championship contender. I was watching him and going, this dude's holding on for dear life. Also, Levi Kitchen, you're real mad you picked the East Coast this year because you got chewed up and spit out, brother. And I'm sorry, but you probably would have had a better time on West Coast. Sucks that you got sick and had to go this coast, but hopefully you can pick up the pieces for the next race. But if Cameron McAdoo is outplacing you with the torn ACL, I don't know what to say, dude.
And Seth Hammaker, he was up. Yeah. He took 4th.
Yeah.
They rode great, which is good. So hopefully they keep it keep it going for the Team Green. But yeah, I was kind of bummed for Levi Kitchen. I mean, yes, we get it. It's a first race, just like A1. Oh, it's the first race, blah, blah, blah. But remember what happened on the West Coast? It's just the second race. Oh, it's just the third race. Holy shit. Like, yeah. So I don't know, maybe
the 250 class, man, because when it comes time for that East-West shootout, it's going to be brutal when they meet Cole Davies, and Cole Davies is on rails.
Oh, just to have you already know with that East and West Coast shootout, we already know what bike manufacturer is going to be on top. It's going to be all Star Racing Yamaha.
Well, when they take up the top 10, just by lining up on the game.
Dear God.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought their kits were actually pretty sick too. I didn't mind the like the tealish and brown. It kind of looked kind of decent, or kind of cool. Might get that on MX bikes now that I play that now.
Now that you play, yeah.
Now that I play.
Yeah. But I think the 250 class was it's going to be a grind. I think this one, the first one, it's like there's a lot of proving yourself with like Cole Davies as well as like Beaumare. With this one, I think the East Coast is going to be a fucking survival contest. Like, we're going to be watching live Survivor every East Coast 250 race.
Without, what is it, Jeff announcing or commentating. But I mean, dude, yeah, that sucks. Even for Max Volan, so he has no feeling from his crash way back in his leg. So he has a break, finger break. And I guess that went out. So he wasn't able to kind of be in there. Pierce Brandau, Austin Fortner taking 17th. And I mean, it sucks, dude. At least he went out there not feeling good. You could tell, especially when he got taken out. I forgot
he struggled getting
took him out.
Up.
Yeah, but he was struggling. You could see he just didn't have the energy, didn't have the strength. But you know what, dude? I give you props. Where he literally woke up Saturday morning sick as a dog. Friday, he was saying, at press, he was feeling good, everything. I mean, I watched the whole press. All those guys look ready for battle. And this race definitely showed kind of where they're at. And, we'll see what happens the next round for the East Coast. But I think we should get into the 450s unless we miss something.
The big dogs. No, let's talk about the big dogs.
Oh,
Eli Tomac in qualifying, breaking his leg,
bro.
Then to deal with those whoops all night. Somebody give Tomac $1 billion. Give him $1 billion, hand him the championship. He beat everybody. That's crazy.
What
a torn ACL, I get that. A broken leg,
dude. And okay,
broken leg.
I was filming at Glen Helen for the first round for the amateur series, and everyone was talking about it, right? Yeah, a little brag there. But no, I had a blast. It was awesome racing. Track was sick. But everyone was going around, he's got a bruised calf. They're probably trying to hide it up. It's probably his Achilles, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit. And the angle that they kind of had it at, it didn't look like he hit the peg until they showed a different angle, and I didn't see it yet. And I was talking to Cole Timbo's dad. Shout out to Cole. He just did it, SMX next. Took, I think, top 10, and he is barking on the Bar X Yamaha. But I was talking to his dad, and without even seeing that second angle of his calf and leg hitting that foot peg, he brought that up. And then that came out, and it was like, dude, great call. Because I was sitting there like, maybe it is his Achilles. Like, you just start thinking, because it was the same leg and stuff. But like, dude, and then we saw that, okay, he's not racing. Then when the races started, he's in there freaking getting the blood going, and standing on a fucking machine with a broken leg, just going like, I'm racing. Lawrence, jets out,
Here, we don't even have to talk about it. The Lawrence brothers are going to be modeling for the next 12
they're going to be modeling.
okay?
We got Justin Bieber and Moto now.
Let them do their thing. Here's the thing, dude. I live with Dungy with the frosted tips. I live with Chase Sexton doing what he does. If they want to wear chains and they want to promote themselves, get the fucking bag, brother. I believe in it.
But you're hurt. But, hey, might as well.
It does suck that the Lawrence is right. Well, now Hunter's gonna do it, and I was like, okay, okay. Like, and love Hunter. I love the Lawrence brothers.
Yes.
Big fan.
Yes.
I've always been a fan. But hey, it's fine. This championship didn't work out. Regroup, come back for the next thing, right? If you're able to come back from outdoors, awesome. If you're not, expect it. Take it off, rest up, get back on the bike and dial that bike in for
fucking gain and regroup.
Right. Now, with that being said, my God, this race said, I'm going to give out so many injuries.
Dude.
It's unreal. It's
what
unreal.
What kind of track should we build? The one with the most injuries. This track was
this track.
Brutal.
The only thing I can compare this track to is the ring in which Sauron poured all of his hatred and malice into. The whoops of this track were akin to the jagged peaks of Mount Doom, placed in Mordor besides the Tower of Barad-dûr. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was so intense.
None of you guys probably know what he's saying.
It was so intense. And yet we had a beacon. Gondor's beacons were lit, and who was it? It's Malcolm fucking Stewart.
My wild card that has been showing up, staying consistent. I've been calling it, even though you guys said I was crazy, especially Michael and Robbie. You were kind of on the, okay, I'm slowly starting to see it, but you all, when we all had that bench talk, you all were like, why is that your wild card? I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And then he goes out, the one, I don't know if I claimed him for, the wild card to be up on the top 3 per se, but I've been, dude, for some reason, I had a feeling, and dude, talk about a fucking mastermind in the whoops.
Right. And let's talk this. No one can rob victory from themselves, right? Chase Sexton entering the whoops with 2 minutes to go.
Dude.
No one snatches victory from the hands of defeat faster.
My God.
Do you get what I mean? Like, Chase is hitting those whoops. Every lap he's going past the mechanics, and they're like, hey, Malcolm Stewart's catching you. And he's going,
what are you talking about?
What do you mean? Goes into the whoops, and Malcolm's like this.
Done.
Oh, hello.
Done.
Oh, hello.
And Ken Roczen was, just so you guys know, he had a fucking shitty start and came all the way up, freaking dominating, hauling ass.
Yeah.
And Malcolm Stewart passes him like any given Sunday.
Like he was lapping him. Like he was lapping him. And
literally.
You even see, here, let's role play real quick. You're Malcolm Stewart. I'm Roczen. Fuck, dude, I'm going so fucking fast right now.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go fishing. Going fishing on Sunday. Oh, there's Kenny. Hey, Kenny. Looking good.
I'm coming back. And you're
you're not. I'm out of here.
Gone.
I'm gone.
And you're out of here. You're fishing. You're back home fishing.
Yeah. Fishing on a Sunday.
Home track. First 450.
Crowd going wild. On their feet.
20 years after his brother's first?
Yeah, I think so. And dude, James was trying to hold it together, and Big James, it was really cool to see. It was cool to see.
When it panned to him coming up, and he looks at the crowd and points up, and he's like, dude. Yeah, and it panned to James, and he's like, oh man. I was like, yeah, I'm crying, man.
Hey, that's like that is a Sandlot when Benny Rodriguez. Oh yeah. Straight to Smalls. It was good.
And I'll just say this in terms of like me growing up, right? I think that it's very interesting, right? When you look at all the things that the Stewart family has had to overcome,
Oh
right?
yeah,
I mean,
100%.
from the fact of it's no shock that they had to battle through a time in which you know, and I would even say still there is adversity that I think that they have had to fight through even to this day in
Oh yeah,
regards to being like one of the only black families that is in professional motorsports in terms of motocross and supercross and just overcoming incredible adversity. Malcolm Stewart getting the win. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
dude.
I'll never not be
I
mad
was
for a Stewart
so
winning a
pumped, dude.
race.
I was so pumped for him, dude. I was so
Yeah.
pumped for him. Cause I mean, and they're so cool. Even Big James. Big James is cool. When I was even, walking past him and saying what's up to him, filming at like Washougal and my gosh, Hangtown. Dude, just so full of life, no matter what. I mean, of course he wants his son to win. Big James,
Right.
he wants his kid to win. But dude, he was just happy to be at the track, happy to watch his kid fucking put motos in. And he's such a cool dude, man. Such a cool dude.
Let's talk about the reality, right? And like the 450 class, I mean, we've got Eli Tomac running, we've got Roxon and his thing, we'll get to it. But speaking about the winner, Malcolm Stewart,
Yep.
and speaking about all that, how many people can say that their sons competed top 10 all the time
Yep.
for years? For years.
And that's
right?
gotta be
We've got the
hard,
Hill
man.
brothers.
Yeah.
We've got the Hill brothers who have been racing and stuff all their lives.
Yep.
Still not getting up there all the time. But you've got the Stewarts who have been consistent players in the top of motocross and supercross. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely incredible.
It's
so
awesome
watching
to
him
see.
get the win is awesome. But transferring
Well-deserved
now,
Mookie. Well-deserved Mookie.
100%. But now transferring to the real conversation. We have the battle for third between Cooper Webb and Roxon. We've got a few minutes left, and they're coming across lappers. We've broken down the footage.
Blue flags.
No
anywhere.
Blue flag until they've already launched that section.
Which was at the far end of that right-hand corner before the finish line. If you go back and watch that whole section before, no blue flag whatsoever. I get it. Everybody's talking about it. Cooper Webb and Roxon were in their own race. And then you had, oh my gosh, it was, who was it?
Lane and Hand?
Lane and Hand in their own race in 20th.
And guess what? That's not a race. Pull off. Done. I don't care if you're battling for 20th. Get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
Cooper Webb said in the post-race conference, nah, man, some penalties need to be added. Some fines need to be paid.
Yeah.
He was about to battle with Roxon and possibly lose third. So to say that and go, nah, what happened to Kenny is unacceptable. Somebody needs to pay a fine. And he says, I get these fools are out here riding for their checks or stuff.
Yeah.
Roxon's in title competition. He's riding on rails.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me that I need to give a fuck about the battle for 20th and I need to respect them when they take out the battle for third? Fuck off. If we're in the last couple minutes and you're in 20th, congrats, you got 20th. Pull off.
Yeah.
Right? As we get down to 2 minutes, we should only have the top 10 out there.
Well, especially when they both saw, those lappers saw Cooper go by.
They saw him blow past in the same line.
And Roxon stayed in the same line. Yeah, it could go all kinds of ways. Like, oh yeah, Roxon, you should have held up. You should have waited. Waited for what?
Waited for what? I've got a couple of minutes and I've got him in my sights.
Some people, oh yeah, he should have, waited, checked up, or made a pass somewhere else. Why?
Right.
Not to mention, yes, there was no blue flags going around. There was a guy with a yellow flag that was just sitting there on the side. There was no warning.
Right.
Until they saw Cooper pass and bikes. I mean, I get they have earplugs, blah, blah, blah. So, but they still hear it, especially that Yamaha coming through.
When you have 4 bikes in one section, you're
hearing it.
You know
and
what's going on.
You see him blow by, you know that someone's right behind you. If I'm a lapper and I see Cooper Webb fly by me, I'm pulling left side immediately. I mean, what was it? Poor Lane, he stayed to the far right. And he
tried to stay away from it all.
Dude, he tried staying away from it all. He almost got over Roxon. Unfortunately, Roxon's head hit his front tire, took him out. So, Lane, hopefully he's okay. It looks like a lot of the riders ended up getting up. I'm happy Kenny. I mean, everybody was getting hurt on that track. Even the cameraman tripping over fucking tough blocks and smashing the lens. I don't know if you saw that, but that was great.
First, RJ, now the camera guy. It's a curse and it needs to be availed. Now, my whole thing with it is this, and people will go, Trevor, man, without these privateers, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If you put Lane and Roxon in a shootout 1v1, he's lapping him in 5 laps. Get away from me. I don't care. If I've got Roxon in the prime of his life, also, he's older, right?
Yeah.
He's older. No, he's only a couple of years older than Jordan Smith. Clip it. But he's racing in this prime. He's in championship contention. And we're going, but guys, we have to respect the race between 19th and 20th. I want you to jump into alligator-infested swamps. Bye.
You're gone.
That's ridiculous to be like, well, Cooper Webb and Roxon need to have respect for the If you don't get out of my way, I'm setting your semi on fire.
Yeah.
Or your van, whatever you're in, dude. But it's this.
Unbelievable.
It's this. Congrats, dude. You qualified for the main.
You're in the night show.
Yeah. Get your laps in, right? But as the time starts going,
there's still 2 minutes plus 2 laps, too. There's still 2 minutes plus 2 laps. You're going to have time. If you're right there, move to the side, let the fucking leaders pass. You can continue on because the other guy's slowing down and going to the far right. Just, dude. I mean, we saw it with Vince Freezy not that long ago in front of Tomac for almost 3 laps.
But listen to this. Imagine at the 3-minute mark, right? If you're under a certain position, you're black flagged. You're off. You've got that position. You've locked it in. So you get your $500 or whatever from your sponsors or whatnot, right? You've done it. Congrats. Now we get to watch the top 10 battle.
Yeah.
Now we get to watch the top 10 battle, and they're not having to worry about getting cross-jumped. Do you get what I mean? Like, and for anybody who wants to argue with me about it, it's like, what are we talking about, dude?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? That's ridiculous. There's a reason you don't see a lot of the main factory guys ever go to the LCQ. That's not where they go. They're too fast for that. And if they go to the LCQ, what did we see happen with like Morans and shit? They win it.
Yeah.
They,
take it out, go to the LCQ, and then win it.
And then get back on the gate. But it's that, right? Where it's like, if you go to the LCQ as a main contender, you're probably going to win it if you push, right? But you got to be safe. To get into the main and then take out riders that qualified top all day, right?
Fighting for championship.
Never went anywhere close to the LCQ to get taken out with 2 minutes to go is a travesty. And I think that the AMA, if you're going to fucking dock positions for jumping on the red flag, you better be ready to penalize people for doing shit like this. Yeah. And if they're not, and they're just going to hit Anderson with a fine for being obnoxious sometimes, come on, dude, pull your head out of your ass.
No,
that's my thoughts on the 450 class. Congrats, Malcolm.
No, I agree. And it's all so much is oh, what's the word? I can't even think because it's just there's so much like controversial with it too, just on all sides of the spectrum of that incident. Right. But I'm glad Cooper got out of there, took second, Jason Anderson. But I mean, leading up to that, before a lot of that happened, KTM points leader, points holder, Chase Sexton. He got the whole shot. He was looking good. And what I think is the pressure of I'm used to seeing a number 3, a number 2, a number 21, a number 1 with the red plate. Like I'm used to seeing different riders besides a 27 on a Rockstar Energy Husqvarna skimming through the whoops like a pebble while he's fishing, skipping the water. 100%. Dude, that would have messed with my mind and put pressure on me, not to mention the freaking my mechanics probably on the board. Mookie's coming and you're the fish in the water, get it going. Cause he's about to bait you in the whoops. And he did.
And you're sitting here being like, and that would shake me and stuff. Not me. I'm different, but y'all be easy. Chase Sexton went through those whoops and he said, I'm a little sleepy. I'll take a little dirt nap.
Yeah.
I think Chase Sexton has supercross narcolepsy in terms of he hits the whoops with 2 minutes to go and goes, I'd take a nap right here. I'd take a little nap right here. And then when he gets up,
messes up his something. Well, when he crashed, it's not necessarily but like, dude, then he drops back how many positions? Like 5 positions?
Yeah, and you have Lee Diffie going, something's wrong with Chase Sexton. And I'm like, yeah, he just gave up the lead with 2 minutes to go. He's probably
Malcolm
like,
Stewart.
Idiot, moron.
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't believe the memes. By the way, the memes were great. The memes have been great with the Malcolm, the fishing one, and Chase Sexton as the fish. Like, oh, dude, it's been good.
I just love the idea of Lee Diffie trying to commentate on stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, something's real bad with Chase Sexton right now. We're gonna see what's going on. It's like, Chase, what's wrong? He goes, fucking blew it. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? And it's like, what do you want to say to that? Right? It's like Lee Diffie just being like, oh, Chase went down. It looks like something's wrong. Yeah, he just crashed. Like, duh.
Oh man, Ken Roxon is down. Oh, what's that? His chain is off. So even if he kicks the bike and gets it started, where's he going? Nowhere. Like, no shit. Come on, Ricky. But
yeah.
I mean, with people not knowing, you know, it was a good point out, like, because I'm just sitting there like, dude, God, even if he gets that thing going, he ain't going anywhere, and that just sucks. But and then Jason Anderson, he rode great, did awesome.
Staying in that points competition.
Staying in the points. Aaron Plesinger, you know, taking 8th. Justin Barsha did awesome too. Justin Cooper was on rails Saturday night.
8 laps.
Yeah, he was, but I mean, he was doing good. Ended up passing Chase, I think, on that last lap for 4th, moving up in the points. So I mean, we got about what 3 rider Eli, both of the Lawrence brothers that were. I mean, Hunter wasn't really in the top 5, but you know, Jet and Chase, they're gonna start coming down. Riders are gonna be coming up. And Malcolm and Jason Anderson and I believe Barsha are going to be, and Justin Cooper will be battling up there for at least the top 5 position. And the points are still pretty close. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
It'll
with the overall.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
Oh, yeah. Chase Sexton with 101. Cooper Webb with 96. Just down by 5. Jason Anderson, 84. Ken Roxon, 83. So, I mean, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
top 5 for the 250 East. Max Ansing with 25, Cameron McAdoo with 20, Seth Hammaker with 18, Daxon Bennett with 17, tied with Tom VL with 17. It's going to be good. It is going to be a good season, and if we're going to get more of the tracks like we did at Tampa, holy crap, we are in for a show. Let's get the flaggers doing their jobs instead of playing off in left field, which they're probably standing in, literally, and figure out these tough blocks. I know we can't get rid of them. I know they're like Velcro and they stick to the bikes, but I don't know what to do, because they also, if a rider goes down, it kind of gives them cushion if they fall down. Yes, they get in a way. It's racing. It's been here. We don't need to go back to hay bales, though. That's going to be even worse. We can't go to the little, yellow track markers, because God forbid it gets in Levi Kitchen's boot and he has to stop. I mean, he went down even in there in the race. I want him to do a lot better, but we can't even go. We don't even know what to do. I don't even know what they're planning on doing with
it's easy. Don't hit the tough block.
Yeah, just don't.
It's
don't
easy.
hit
Don't
it.
hit the
It's
tough
gonna
blocks.
and it's gonna happen. They're there. That's what they're there for. But some of the lines that these riders are taking are so gnarly and so close.
Right.
You
when
can't
people
help
go,
it.
how could this have been avoided by RJ?
Have you
Don't get
seen the
into tough
lines?
blocks.
Yeah. Have you seen the lines they're taking? They're insane. They're taking lines that you wouldn't even think about, even on MX bikes. Well, okay.
That's not true, brother.
I've
I
seen
think
a
of
lot of
every
y'all
line.
play MX bikes, and it's pretty gnarly. But you know what I mean? For the average rider, I know we gotta play a little bit.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, we're wrapping up here soon. But no, I thought it was a good race. I hope with the rest of the season they figure it out. That's all I gotta say kind of about it. If they start docking or finding riders that are being lapped, flaggers need to be more on it, pay attention. I don't know what they were doing that last race. It seemed just like
I don't know how you couldn't pay
cluster.
attention.
Yeah.
I don't know how you couldn't pay attention. It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, we are going to Detroit next, so that should be entertaining. Hopefully, Faulkner, no, Detroit. That's East Coast still.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just got back from Detroit last year.
So last year,
it's a fun trip. Detroit rules.
So hopefully Faulkner's feeling a little better. We're gonna see McAdoo put in the work again. We're gonna see a lot of the star Yamaha guys go up on the top. And Max Ansting is gonna be the guy to beat. So it's gonna be good.
And I think my wild card is I think Eli Tomac's just going to race. So my wild card next week in the 250 and 450 class will be Tomac with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Race.
There we go.
Just kidding.
There we go.
Rest up all those who got injured. I have to blanket state because so many people. So all those who got injured, heal up, man.
Get back,
rough.
Or go to modeling like Jet, make some of that bread if you got the face to do it, whatever. But we'll see you in the next one. Detroit this Saturday. We'll see you guys after that. Thank you. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let us know what you thought about Tampa. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Later.